Ancient Portal is the brand new map to Bloons Tower Defense 6 in Update 45, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit absurd. Not only are we going to get the 2 Megapops achievement with Quincy, but we're also going to summon the Ultraboost. So we have Quincy on this little moon circle here, and each of these gives a few different buffs here. This one over here grants a radar scanner and the MIB. The one down here in the water grants reduced cooldowns, but also faster leveling up of your hero. And the one over here provides jungle drums and additional pierce. Now I placed Quincy southeast as much as possible here so that we can place down an alchemist over here, and it's not going to be able to pop regular balloons, but of course it might hit Moabs. I'm going to say this is probably the most friendly map in advanced difficulty when it comes to the 2 Megapops achievement, because you can actually alter the way in which you play in order to try and get the achievement. You can place a set of towers on one of the sides of the portal here, and then once the early game is done and you want to proceed with the rest of the game, you can just proceed with the 2 Megapops tower which you want to get the 2 Megapops achievement with, and have it so that it's on the side or firing on the side in which your other towers are not positioned in the first place. So let's say, for example, I want to get a 2 Megapops achievement with a mortar, for example, one of these. Then I would say that use this side over here in order to actually get the initial pops. So once you get the early game up and running and you have your towers on the side in which you don't want them to get popped with, you can just simply switch the portal, go over to the other side, and then boom, you don't have to worry about your supporting towers for the rest of the game, which is pretty interesting. I'm not too sure if Ninja Kiwi designed this map with the mind of 2 Megapops, but it certainly is catered for a 2 Megapop scenario because you can control the flow, the pace of the game here. Can we get through this round? Of course we can, and level 6 is going to be big because we can get 2 arrows at a time, but it doesn't double our damage output, it just increases it by 1 because the space here, which we've forgotten to mention, provides additional range and additional damage by 1 overall. We could have gone with the default radar scanner and MIB spot, but this spot provides stuff in which you wouldn't be able to get otherwise because we're going to go for a call to arms anyway. So there's no need for that space over here, and also it won't be as good when it comes to buffing it with an alchemist. Now let's get our engineer on the field, sorry, that will be an ultra boost, and I found that putting your engineer between these 2 bricks over here is just simply the best thing that you can do because it's very close to the track, but it's not going to steal pops unless of course a lead balloon goes over this, because these bricks make it lose its line of sight here, which is pretty awesome. One thing that we can do to make Quincy's time a little bit easier is to get the pin on our foam so that when it goes over foam, they go a little bit slower, which is very handy. Well, let's get ourselves a village down here, and we're going to go up to jungle drums and just a grow blocker for the moment. It'll be particularly helpful for round 79. Round 39, we could need the faster shots here, and then from there we will hopefully have it partially ready on round 40, but no, that was pretty good. The glue gun slowed those down alongside the foam, which means that we didn't need to use it during the end of round 39. I honestly think that getting a relentless glue is going to be very important as early as possible, because it means that we can stun nearby balloons which have been popped by a balloon with the relentless glue effect into place here. So it is a way of permanently stalling the balloons, and this definitely will not be an all pops chimps because our alchemist has stolen some pops. Not like we were planning on an all pops chimps with Quincy anyways. Quincy is doing very well so far, and that +1 damage in the early game makes the difference here. Okay, let's just get rid of those ceramics because they were being a little bit too close to the exit. With any 2 Megapop sort of stuff, the safer option would be to get call to arms and then homeland defense if you want to do something a bit more gimmicky, sorry, but nah, we're going to go go full Giga Chad with the Ultra Boost. We don't care about the best route. We're just going to make it the route which we believe will work. Here's Overclock. And round 49 should be good. Thank you, Grow Blocker, for not enabling those rainbow balloons to regrow back into rainbow balloons. And here is Relentless Glue, and we're going to go up to Glue Splatter as well, because it means we can affect 6 targets at a time. Has this gone down again in Pierce? Now, some of these stones on the ground have become lime green, sort of Necron-esque green, if you're familiar with the Warhammer 40k universe. Like dark grey and green are essentially their thematical colors. So this, I know not everyone will see what I'm talking about here, but this has a very Necron-esque vibe to it. This map, I mean. And these totems have glowed up, and we don't want to necessarily use this. I'd say the only round in which I'm comfortable using these are on round 99, just in case we run out of abilities and we need something to stall the fortified ETs on that round. I'm also going to get ourselves a blue hose, which we should have gotten earlier on in the round, and we died to a yellow balloon. And we get radar scanner as well while we're at it. And in update 45, when you purchase the glue hose, you do get a range increase with your glue gunner, which is pretty nice to have. The only time my Moab hits over this area over here, the alchemist can target them, and from there it will do some damage. But it's not going to do a lot of damage. Like there, it did a little bit of damage. And it transfers down to the little ones in case if the Moab is popped, but the potion is still thrown at the target over here, even though it cannot really damage it. Okay, round 60. Quincy is pretty good with his rapid shot ability active, honestly. Okay, can we do round 61? That is a question. We're going to do Glue Strike just to make round 63 a little bit easier here. We do not want us to run into a trouble where we have only 2 things to protect us from the oncoming onslaught, which are 3 waves of ceramics. We should be able to do this with no worries. Round 62, done, dusted, good. Round 63, we're going to Glue Strike the first slot. We're going to then do the, I've forgotten the name of the ability now, the Storm of Arrows for that one. And then for the third lot, we're just going to do Rapid Shot. And yeah, there we go. Quincy's very good for round 63, providing you have something else for the final wave. With everything we have going on here, I believe this setup is going to be very good. So all we need now is the Ultra Boost upgrade, and then from there the Call to Arms upgrade. And then whatever we use the rest of our money on is going to be whatever we want it to be. Oh yeah, I just died there. Okay, let's use some abilities here. We're going to use Glue Strike, and then we're going to go for the Rapid Shot upgrade. Rapid Shot ability. Let me know what you think about Ancient Portal in the comment sections below. And one other thing as well, while I've got your lovely attention here, is that I've received a lot of emails about people using my Creator Support Code to purchase the Fast Track upgrade along with the Pets Fun Pack. A huge thank you to every single one of you who has been shopping within the store, but a bonus thank you as well for those who have used my Creator Support Code. I think the Creator Support Code that you should use whenever you're purchasing is a Bloons TD support code, or anybody that has a Creator Support Code, because part of the revenue in which you put your money towards in order to get those items or get that pack or anything along those lines, but part of it goes to the creator. And for the first 2 weeks, I think it is, the content creator in which you put their support code in, whenever you purchase the Funtime pack, they receive 20% of that revenue, which is insane. So for the first 2 weeks in which this update is out, if you could use my Creator Support Code, then that will mean more copies purchased, so I can survive my days as a retail worker. But no, honestly, seriously, if you don't want to use my Creator Support Code or don't want to purchase anything, that's absolutely fine. But a huge thank you to every single one of you. You make my my passion for content creation just that little bit more fruitful. It's the cherry on top of the cake. Not the whole cake, but just the cherry on top. The main portion of the cake is playing this game and the content creation itself. And that's how I view content creation just in general, is that the monetary reward or the views aspect should be the cherry on top of the cake, but not the entire cake itself. The majority of the cake should be the actual passion behind content creation itself. Because sometimes you see people, all they ever do is just promote their products and promote their stuff towards customers or potential customers. It's like the video should be about the content creation itself, not a specific product in which you're trying to get out to people. Oh, I should not have done that anyways. We do have the money for call to arms, but that means we won't get the ×10 spanner of the Ultraboost up and running, which wouldn't be good. Okay, rapid shot. I'm hoping it kind of ends so that then we can hopefully get it back, hopefully. Oh, perhaps I should have placed you a bit further south so that you can let us glue the balloons down here, but that's absolutely fine. Okay, round 76, we're just going to settle it with Storm of Arrows and then go from there. Storm of Arrows is built for round 76. What's great about having a hero is that over time they naturally get stronger, so we don't always necessarily need to spend more money in order to make our current setup that much stronger. We can just make ourselves stronger anyways, and since this is an advanced map, Quincy levels up incredibly quickly. Also, if you get yourself an ice tower, middle path ice tower, then place your hero along there, then that's another way that they can make their leveling progress even faster. Combine the forces of the Energizer and that spot there. Camo yellow, for goodness sakes. Also, notice how all of these circles have the moon or the crescent symbol to them. What could that possibly mean? Are we expecting a werewolf DLC at some point? And actually, what about if we play this on a night of a new moon or something, or a full moon? I wonder if that will have some kind of consequence to our experience, or sorry, not consequence, love for our experience here. Uh-oh, run into the overclock bug. Oh, that's not good. So the overclock bug is when you've just activated overclock on a particular round, and then you're unable to progress through a round because you originally had overclock on your tower, but because you activated it just after you've already activated another overclock. So let's say with Quincy here, before he gets to level 16, the overclock aspect is able to run for more than 100% of the time. And then if you place it in between the two durations of overclocks, because this is considered a tier 3 tower equivalent for an overclock to be put on, then we won't be able to have the full benefit of this when you have the overclock bug in place, because the game thinks that you have two of them active at any given point in time, which is not the case. Also, we should have saved the quick shots for this round, but we do have Storm of Arrows in case we get in a pinch. Okay, we definitely need Glue Strike for Venom there, yes. Round 79 should be a thing that you should showcase in any particular kind of run. Like, unless, of course, it's something stupid like, I don't know, the biggest one mortar, then I don't think you should be required to showcase footage of that, just because it just instantly annihilates all the regrow rainbows. This mechanic should only be reservedly in a 2 Megapops scenario, but in a 2 Tower Chimp scenario, because I've heard of there's been a Quincy anti-balloon 2 Tower Chimps already done this map, that this is just free reign. You can just use it whenever you want because it's a gimmick of a map. It's not counted as another tower. So, can we pop this without needing said thing? Okay, we're just going to use the Glue Strike ability. And I should have used Rapid Shot. This should be better this time. Well, the only downside to having Rapid Shot is that we barely have the Alchemist buffs to our Quincy here. And there goes round 80. There goes round 80. Almost shot myself in the foot there. Super ceramics aren't going to be that much more difficult than regular ceramics, as long as we have our acidic mixture dip in place. Also, it's a scenario where we don't need to click this button even once, because our progression means that we don't need to upgrade Quincy using money. Just natural progression of the game. Okay, going to use Rapid Shot here to clear the rest of this round. And there we go. How much range does Quincy have? He is able to reach the entirety of this area over here, which is pretty cool. Also, this map has a pretty nice shape to it when it comes to Storm of Arrows, because let's say if a balloon's going to enter the portal, then nope, you're going to be stopped by the Storm of Arrows, and everything around it is going to be heavily damaged as well. Let's save these last 2 fortified so that we don't run into a Pierce issue and we can recover our abilities here, because Relentless Glue is putting in work when it comes to stalling the progression of the balloons throughout the map. Yeah, I really should have put our Relentless Glue down here where my cursor is, just so that it can glue regular balloons as well down there, but you live and you learn. Round 84 consists of a whole bunch of Moabs and BFBs. I would say this round is not as tough as round 82 because we don't have any fortified balloons to deal with, but I think the quantity of balloons can still be a little bit of a concern. Okay, let's use Storm of Ours now, and thankfully you activated when the first balloon was over here rather than over here, otherwise it would have been a near waste of an ability. There we go, round 84 done. Okay, we're 15k away from the Ultra Boost upgrade. Speaking of Ultra Boost, you can now use it up to 10 times in a round rather than just 3. That is pretty awesome, so that you can actually do some stalling tactics and then be able to get your Ultra Boost abilities up and running. So you could do like a pseudo regrowth farm, but not for the purpose of getting more pots or more money, because you can't do that nowadays. But you are able to store around longer so that you can have your Ultra Boost on all of your towers. Pretty neat. For all of the towers which you want it to be on. Relentless Glue coming in clutch there. Brilliant. Yeah, both of these permanent buffs here are pretty nice to have, honestly, because we can do more damage and we have more range in this spot, which was only ever seen before in 1-2 Tree. And unlike 1-2 Tree, this is actually in a good spot rather than where most of your towers wouldn't be able to see a balloon in which they're going to pop. This is too much Pierce for us to handle. That could be the case, but I think we should be able to deal with the rest of this round with what we've got. And if you are slowed down and you're trundling across towards Quincy, then that is perfectly fine as well. And we deal with the rest of this round with what we have going on here. Quincy is now at level 18. And I just like Wolfpack Quincy the most when it comes to skins. Like the other two, not my personal favorites. Like, I just prefer Wolfpack Quincy. Again with this. Ninja Kiri, why do you keep tormenting me like this with this particular death screen with the balloon leak being a yellow balloon? Maybe we should only use Rapid Shot when we are in a pinch. But when I'm in a pinch though, I'm not too sure. Yeah, let's use it now actually. Let's not use Blue Strike because we can hopefully save it for around 89. Bonus damage against the fortified balloons because you have Blue Strike. And thanks to having an MIB, it means that those pesky DETs can be damaged by Quincy. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to damage DET. Round 90, DET territory. Actually, even if you didn't have MIB, you could circumvent that by just having the Blue strike on all of the DETs, and then they are susceptible to damage. Right, we'll be able to activate get Ultra Boost, sorry, on this round. Oh, but now in this update, it totally resets the ability cooldown. Very interesting. So there's no consequence in using your overclock before you purchase Ultra Boost, because if you use your overclock throughout the round, the game thinks that is one of your free uses of the ability when you do have Ultra Boost. Rapid Shot, please. There we go, get the ability, and here we go. And while Quincy was still level 19, so we should get 100% of the overclock uptime here. And Quincy is now oh so powerful. Attacks even faster, Storm of Arrow deals even more damage, and fires even more arrows. Pretty swag, and now we have the Ultra Boost. Oh, I sound evil, I know. Would you please target the DTs? Gosh, that last one almost escaped the map there, thank you. You should have targeted it. You can detect and then hit it. Again, I heavily advise getting Homeland Defense over Ultra Boost, because when you put Homeland Defense and Call to Arms together in price, it's still cheaper than that one upgrade. Because it's just a more interesting scenario when you get an even more expensive upgrade going on here. And yeah, fun times all around. DDTs, however, are going to be met with a nasty surprise. That's your prize being Quincy. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty easy round right there. Okay, so round 96, what can we do here? The same as before, but we do have much tougher opposition now because there's many more of them and there's fortified balloons to contest with here. Rapid shot to deal with everything. Just don't go for the portal, please. Okay, do that +2 damage. Do we need anything else on the field there, or can we just... Actually, we get portal arms. Oh, I forgot about one other thing that I didn't mention about getting. But I think we should be good with this kind of setup we got going on here. We don't need anything else. So we're going to do quarter arms and rapid shot as well. I think I may regress it for this round actually, because we might need both those abilities for this round, but I think we can shore up what we are losing out here with, well, just the power of Quincy. That's a portal spawn killer right there. Quarter arms, ultra boost again. We'll be able to get to ×10. We don't have any abilities ready for round 99, though. That's the only thing. Hopefully these can be stalled out enough. Stalled out enough? A little bit concerning, but we should be okay here. Hopefully. Oh my god, I forgot to click it twice. I forgot about that. You needed to click those panels twice, I think. Okay, so let's try this again with the fortified DDTs. DDT. Some of them are not even being glued. That's so annoying. Wake up. I did enough damage to transform it. Boost strike to slow down those ceramics. Thank you. And never ever come back. Okay, we should do this. We should. The absolute obliteration of this, and we're now at ×10, which is pretty snazzy. I have no words. Oh, guess what? My overclock ran out again. Ninja Kiwi, please fix this bug that's been in your game since its beginning. We should do it though. I said that last time, but luckily we activated rapid shot later on throughout the game. So that is not what you call a black border guide to Ancient Portal, but what it is a guide to get the 2 Megapops eventually, with a few hiccups along the way here, including round 100 on my first attempt. So there we go everybody, that is a Quincy 2 Megapops while purchasing the Ultraboost to help you out. Now, the benefits it provides are very good, but I just wouldn't recommend Ultraboost. Just stick with Overclock and then get Quarter Arms, perhaps a Homeland Defense as well, alongside some Bloons Sabos in order to slow down the balloons on the field here. Alongside Absolute Zero. That's always a very, 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 very good 2 Megapop support tower right then and there. So, in the next video from this one, I'm going to be showing you well, I already hinted it throughout this video, but I mentioned his name. I'm going to be doing the biggest one on this map, but instead of using this portal over here, we're going to be using this portal over here. Using both sides of the track here. So thank you all so much for watching everyone, and like I mentioned in the video, thank you ever so much to everybody that has been using my creator support code when purchasing anything throughout the store. And yeah, grab yourself something in which you may be lacking. Perhaps you want some monkey money in order to get that hero that you've always wanted. Or perhaps you want some monkey money in order to get some powers in which you really need at that given point in time. Or Pets Fan Pack, or Mermonkey Unlock Pack, so that you don't have to get it by defaultly playing the game and get enough experience in order to unlock everything. I'm not too sure how that really works. I've always done it by default by just simply playing the game. This has a sale on at the moment. That looks like 40% off. Enough, well, near enough 40% off. I'm not too sure now. Thank you all so much for watching everyone, and take care of yourselves.